Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. We have plenty to talk about this week. Plenty and checked out. Two reviews, A Wrinkle in Time and Gringo, are both up by the time you're hearing this. And I'll talk a little bit about both of those just quickly. Plenty in movie and TV, lightning round, stupid tech. You added that, thank you.
Yeah.
And science and tech, and of course, the question of the week. So let's get right into it. Checked out. The three of us watched. Did you finish it?
I didn't finish it, but I don't. Y'all can spoil it.
Yeah, we about to spoil.
Yeah, we about to spoil the shit out of this.
I saw
nonsense.
I saw about 35 minutes of it, so I got halfway through.
Yeah, Yeah, okay, that's fair. So we watched The Push, which is the hour and 7-minute documentary or British TV show. Where we talked about this before. This was the murder show where they were trying to convince a guy they could convince someone to murder someone else. I'll give the premise real quickly, and then we'll go to our thoughts. So the general idea here is they have, what did they say, 70 actors or 50 actors, something like that?
Yeah, something ridiculous. They spent way too much money on this prank show.
Yeah, it is.
Prank show.
And so you can tell Micah's review already. So the idea was they would hire all these actors to set up this elaborate plan that would force like a different series of scenarios to get this guy who is not an actor through basically controlling him through, just like human nature to comply with pushing this guy off a building.
Scientific mind manipulation. Like, that's my big problem with this shit, right?
I guess we're into the review.
Yeah, we're into
I've heard of this, but they call it like social engineering.
Yeah, he calls it social compliance, but yeah, it's social engineering.
Like, it's just basically working your way into somebody's psyche. Trying to get them.
And it's real.
It's shit.
The shit that he's doing is not that.
Yeah.
I would actually disagree with you only from the person. I think you have a bias.
I don't have a bias. I watch a lot of wrestling, and I know bullshit when I see it. This whole thing is a flim-flam sham. It's nonsense. Every single person in here is an actor. Every single one.
Okay.
There is no mark. There is no victim. There is no guy trying to, you're going to do it. I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to make you do it. Like, no, none of that shit.
Are we the mark?
It's all fake. Yes.
We are the mark.
We are the mark.
Okay. That part, I agree with you.
All right.
But here's where I think you have a bias. I think that you could do, the show totally makes sense, but falls apart in the end. Like, all of the things that happen up until that point, I could see somebody being manipulated. I don't think I could be manipulated in that way.
Oh, no.
But I could.
I would have been out as, in the beginning, we are spoiling.
Yeah. We're spoiling. Again, we're spoiling all of The Push.
In the very beginning, this guy calls this guy up in a coffee shop or whatever.
Yeah.
A restaurant. And he's like, hey, this woman is a child abductor.
Right. He says he's a cop.
Yeah, he's a cop. This woman's a child abductor. We need you to she's gonna go eat, and we need you to tell her she's got a phone call, and then you got to take the baby and leave. And I'm like, you're a cop, nigga. Come in and get it yourself.
Right.
Get it your goddamn self. Fuck off.
Again. You have a bias.
Do I?
Yes, and I also have this bias. The bias is we are black men, and I don't trust it. I don't trust anything.
Yeah.
Because if you told me to take a stroller with a newborn white baby in it, no, hell no. Are you out of your mind? That's 5 out of 10. Like, no, man. Like, and all I could think of in this entire show was, no, because I would have been like, no, I'm gonna get arrested for that. And my biggest fear, besides a thing I'll talk about later in the episode, one of my biggest fears is going to prison. And I don't want to go to prison. So fuck that. Like, so there's the baby thing where that was just like a mini experiment. They were like, oh, see how you can do this? And I was like,
like, nope, fuck that.
No, like, you don't watch Blackish, but I know you do, and so do I. But there's that moment on Blackish where Anthony Anderson's character, like, he's at his job and an elevator door opens, and it's just like a little white toddler in the elevator crying, and he was just like, He just stood there, and they were like, "You didn't help the baby." He's like, "That baby was white." Like, no, y'all don't trust it. He was like, "I don't trust it." And they were like, "You're a terrible person." He was like,
Okay.
"You guys are all white. I don't trust it." It's like it's the most real shit I've ever heard. I'm like, no, I will get in the elevator and I will ride with you, standing across from you until somebody comes in. I don't trust it.
I don't know this baby. It's just kind of chilling on the elevator.
Like, nah, that's not my problem. But so then the premise goes that this guy, who is supposedly not an actor, is invited to this event, and through a series of situations, another guy dies. He has a heart attack and dies. And so him and this other guy, they like pick up and hide the body, and then this guy pretends to be the other guy, and he's being manipulated through this whole thing. Y'all not picking up a dead body. Yeah. My fingerprints are on it. That's 5 to 10. Like, again, I feel like they could not pull this off in America with black people. You could not do it.
No.
So, like you said, right? Like
absolutely
you said, they first they have to find the perfect victim, right? And they go through a series of tests where 3 actors are there and they're filling out a form or whatever, and then they bring the marks in and they file in, and then the actors, as soon as they hear a bell, stand up. And because that's what they're supposed to do. Right. They're given the direction to do that. And the charlatan is looking for someone who will blindly follow what those actors are doing. Nigga, I'm not standing up.
Yeah,
fuck you.
That's what I said.
Tired.
No. You know what? That one, I've seen that done as a social experiment before. That exact thing. People absolutely do that.
Yo, people
absolutely do that.
Dumb.
But I mean, he makes. See, the problem with the show is that it is ridiculous. But
he makes good points.
It does make good points.
He does make good points. But, like, all right, they picked a mark, right? And the guy, I think his name is Chris, right? And they're doing all these little itty-bitty things.
It should have been Mork.
Right. The little things, right? The little things are like, oh, okay, like, oh, hey, these things on this platter have meat in them, but just put vegetarian on them anyway. We do it all the time. Just go ahead and do it, right? And God does it. Like,
look. I'd have done that.
Right, I'd have done that, right? Because who cares, right? It's not my body. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck vegetarians.
Yeah, get some protein in your diet, motherfucker.
Why are you so skinny?
But, like, the way things escalate, they escalate to a point of just ridiculous.
Well, they escalate really fast. It's you're screwing over. You're secretly screwing over vegetarians to hiding a human body to then you haven't gotten there to kicking a dead body to make bruises on it because it fell down a flight of stairs. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Here's the thing.
That's 5 to 10.
Here's the thing, right?
What? Yeah, dude.
Like you
gotta finish it. You have to finish it.
So this guy, right? This guy,
get the fuck
this
out
dead body, right? Like this guy, the mark is there, and he's gonna be at this event for children.
A charity event.
It's a charity event.
Named Push.
Right, with the acronym PUSH. Do whatever it takes to
they have that sort of running the whole time.
Right, they got that theme going. Right, okay. This mysterious benefactor that no one has ever seen before, right, is there, and he's going to give some money, and oh shit, the guy died. Oh no, we have to put him in a box. Oh no, now we got to get him out the box, and we have to make believe that the dead guy is alive and wheel him away from the people. Would you like to know?
Weekend at Bernie's shit?
Thank you. The guy's name is Bernie.
Yeah, it literally his name is Bernie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. His name is Bernie.
Come on, yo, you didn't put that shit together? Chris, Mark, or whatever the fuck your name is? You didn't put that shit together, yo?
Again, I feel like you're not addressing your own bias, that you have to, as a black man, keep your head on a swivel.
I'd have rolled the fuck. Yo, let's say that
if somebody was like, yo, I need you to hide this body.
No, fuck
I'm
that.
out.
I'm walking out the door.
Look, that guy died of a heart attack. Why are we doing a crime now?
Yeah, what are we doing? As soon as he passes out, he's like, get his bags, get his stuff or whatever. I'm like, yo, call a fucking ambulance.
Right.
That's it.
And we
call it. I'm like, well, I'm leaving. No, fuck that. I'm calling an ambulance. You can't do that. Like, yes, the fuck I can.
The guys, they set it up so
this nigga is
whatever the fuck it is in
999. And the guys, the
912. Who knows?
The guy had his phone taken away. right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
the
right.
guy
He
had
did.
his phone taken away.
Yeah,
All right, my
oh.
phone's taken away. Let's say that I'm stupid enough to go through all this shit, and then oh shit, there's a dead body. No, just be cool, man. We got to do this charity thing. Let's just no. I'm gone. I'm walking out the fucking door. I don't give a fuck who you are. Fuck them damn kids. And they're people for urban development, shitty ass housing or some bullshit. I don't know. I can't remember what push stood for. But nah. And then at the end of the fucking thing, right? At the end of the thing,
I just can't imagine being that gullible.
end of the thing, the guy, it turns out the wife of Bernie was like, oh yeah, sometimes he has a heart condition and sometimes he just looks completely dead, but he's actually alive and he has to take these magic pills to make him wake up again. Oh, well, mate, the guy's not dead then, is he? Oh, blimey, right? And
By the way, that's the plot of an episode of Martin when the plumber died.
Yeah, the plumber died and
Right.
they gave him a funeral and everything. He just wakes up and leaves.
the guy,
He's like,
they're
what the
like,
fuck?
they're like, oh shit, we gotta take this dead body away. And like Jay said, oh, we gotta kick him and all that shit, right? Well, it turns out the dead body was recording the whole thing, right? He was recording
that shit didn't make any
everything, right? And then the dead body's like, I'm just gonna sit here on this ledge and have a smoke because I established that I like to do that in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
No,
but
fuck
like,
out of my face,
and
yo.
then literally the Chris guy is with these other people that now know of all of the events, and they're all in a circle, but they're standing like where I'm sitting, and I mean, obviously you guys watching this can't tell this, but like where I'm sitting and where the camera is where Bernie is, and he's sitting with his back to them, and they're all like, they're in a circle, and they're like, oh, we gotta, one of us gotta push him off the building, because then that'll cover up for all this other stuff.
Right.
And
it's got to be you, new guy, the guy that we don't know, the guy that we could sacrifice. It's like, nah, yo.
Again, if this happened and it was exactly the same with me, and I'm looking around and there's nothing but white people, and there's one other black dude there, and they're like, you got to do it. I'm like, nigga, y'all are crazy. The only other black dude got it. Nah, you do it. Look, I got your back. You do it though.
It was your idea, nigga. Yeah. You do it.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, you good.
Now, to Chris's credit,
he does not do it.
To his credit,
he does not push the guy.
No, he was like, nah, y'all wildin'.
He was like, fuck this, yo. That's murder. I'm out.
Yeah, because
I gotta get out of jail free card with that first murder. I'm not doing this.
Right. Like, why? Like, the thing is, what is the incentive to do it? They're like, because Bernie's like, I'm going to sue you for doing all this. I'd be like, all right. Like, I'll take jail time for pretending that you were dead and not knowing, and like, I'll take all the jail time in the world for that.
All you motherfuckers out.
Yeah, I will take all the jail time in the world for that, because guess what? That other dude is going down. I'm ratting you out. Don't snitch. Yeah, I'm snitching. Fuck all that. So I will gladly do all that jail time. I'm not going to possibly do jail time for straight up murder.
Yeah, for pushing a nigga off a fucking building?
Nigga, that's real jail time.
No.
Again,
and I don't know you motherfuckers. Like, one of y'all will probably snitch.
Right, he didn't know any of them. But, okay, this is the part that really made me mad.
It's not over, Terrence.
It's not over. They show, you know how they had the other people who, like, did the little bell trick or whatever, but didn't get picked? Mm-hmm. Well, they ran the same scenario with them also. All of them pushed the guy in the end. All of them. Every white person on this show is a piece of shit, except for Chris. Every one of them.
What the fuck?
They were just like, whoop. That shit didn't make... One guy, like, hesitated. He was like, nah, fuck it. It was like,
That's just how he did it, too. It's just how he did it. Like, oh, my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just...
Come on, yo. Come on. Like, put some bass in your voice, yo. Straight up your back. And
here's the thing, right?
Was it like a sound stage?
Here's the like they rented out a building and
they had him rigged up like when he fell off.
On a bungee. Look, here comes this guy who's known over there for being a magician, right? And he's like, "Oh, hey, no, we just did a social experiment." No, it's a prank, nigga. It's a prank. It's not a social experiment. You're the fucking British Ashton Kutcher. Like that's all you are, right?
It's a prank, bro.
It's a prank, mate. You know, we just wanted to see if you would do it. Most people would, you know. so don't feel bad about murdering someone. Most people would have done it.
That's basically his point.
No, they wouldn't, nigga.
I mean, like,
look,
I would throw that motherfucker right off that roof. I'd be like, fuck it.
Like, I already killed one person. Fuck off.
If I was so weak-willed that I did what someone told me to do and pushed an old man off a building for no fucking reason,
you're not putting this on a TV show.
And then you come up and tell me that it was all fake, I'm going to be a little distraught.
I'm not going to sign that waiver.
I'm not gonna laugh that shit off. Oh well, I really learned a lot about myself, didn't I? No, yo, no. And that's what makes me believe that this shit is fucking fake. Everything about it is fucking fake.
Why you?
And look, I don't mind that it's fake, right?
I paid a lot for those cables. Man.
I don't mind that it's fake. I mind that the guy is passing it off as real science.
Yeah, but you're religious. You don't believe in science.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, yo. I ain't trying to hear that shit right now, yo. That shit pissed me off, yo. That shit really made me mad, yo.
I would just like to give people a little insight onto our docket. In the checked out section, we put like the list of things that we're going to talk about. Micah writes, The Push, a.k.a. that shit is mad fake, yo.
I couldn't stand it, yo.
Yeah, because when you do shit like that, don't people have to sign a waiver to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because they want to be on TV.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm not putting myself on television as a murderer.
Right.
Yeah,
as someone who has the potential to be so weak-willed as to be easily manipulated into committing homicide. No, yo, no.
Can we put you on TV? No, I'm sorry. I know this was expensive, but no, we're good.
No, fuck off, yo. This whole shit is fake. This whole shit is fake.
I'd like to think so.
It is.
I hope so.
It better be.
Look, because if it's not, those 4 other people are the dumbest people on earth.
Yo, I pray for the human race. if any part of that is real.
Man, they are white.
Nah, yo.
I don't think. Look, I need him to try this in America with black people. Like,
do it with fucking white people in America. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, nobody would do that shit.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he did show the fucking people at a Trump rally in the beginning talking about like people just do anything they're told. It was like,
all right, well,
I was like, this guy's making a lot of good points.
Normal thinking Americans wouldn't do that shit, yo.
What percentage of that? What percentage of America is that?
30%. 30% of Americans would definitely push that guy. If you told Trump supporters that was a Muslim on the end of that, they'd be like, whoop, like, sorry.
Like, what was the premise of them pushing him? What did he?
To hide the fact that they had like done all of this shit and that this guy was going to sue and take all his money away from the charity. I'm like, yo,
you got to do it for the charity. You got to do it for the charity.
Whatever it
takes. They're playing the fucking
audio
and the video. Whatever it takes. And meanwhile, fucking Idris Elba and Emily Blunt and all these motherfuckers are standing around. You do it. Kill him. Like, come on, yo. Come on. Like, all right, I give it to you, Darren Brown. You're a showman, right? But it's too much, yo. It's too much.
But you know what? I'd watch another one. I would.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah,
shit was hilarious. Yo, don't get me wrong.
Look, there's a couple of things, and I was just like, oh, come on, man. They just setting this poor son of a bitch up. Right. Like, some of this stuff, he was like, oh, like, there's a part where there's an auction, and then it's like, oh, this person won a prize. And they're like, oh, the prize is in the bag. It's in the box they put fucking Bernie in. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude.
Right.
Come on. And it is a different box. Like,
right. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't want to look at that box. Oh, well, we've got another box. Like, all right.
They had enough things to just fuck with this guy. And that part was actually hilarious.
Like, that shit is funny, right? Just don't pass the shit off as science, yo.
That I would agree with.
Just don't pass the shit off as science. That's my only beef with this shit. This shit was hilarious. But don't pass it off as science.
Go ahead and steal this baby. Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good, man. I don't need that. My life is pretty A-okay. Thank you. So like I said, there's a review. It's up right now for A Wrinkle in Time. I sat down with Carrie, who saw it, to give her thoughts on it. I also did a review for Gringo. This was the David Oyelowo, Charlize Theron, Joel Edgerton, Amanda Seyfried, Thandie Newton movie. I'll just say this. One, you want to know how he got all those people to be in his movie? Because that's a pretty big cast. Joel Edgerton's brother directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he should probably stick to being a stuntman. Yeah. Also, Charlize Theron plays the meanest person I've ever seen on film.
God damn.
Yo, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to spoil this one scene because it's not relevant to the overall story. She's like an executive, right? And this is some of the most like mean shit I've ever heard. The dude from do you ever see Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Mm-hmm. Like back in the day. So you know his buddy whose dad had the car and ended up like ruining it, right? So that guy's in it.
Spin City.
Right. Yeah, he was in Spin City. That guy's in it, and he's an executive for another company, and she's trying to get that company to like work with her company, right? And in a meeting, she makes this analogy and kind of intimates this whole thing about sex. She's like, oh, you know, if you go to a party and you're with somebody, you dance all night. The only reason why you want to dance all night with somebody is so you can fuck at the end of the night. And she's like looking at him, like trying to coax him into like, you know, doing business with her. And so he's like, oh, like I get it, like. And he kind of thinks like she wants to fuck him, but she's just manipulating him. Later in the movie, the two of them go out to dinner. He was like, oh, we can go out and, you know, and discuss the merger or whatever. She's like, all right, cool. And so they're at the bar, and he's like, oh, you know, I didn't want to actually do business tonight. I wanted to keep it personal. I wanted to, you know, dance all night, if you know what I mean. And she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. She was like, all right. She was like, I'm down with that. That's cool. And she goes, okay, do me a favor. Now they're at a fucking bar. She's like, whip it out. Right here. She was like, if I like what I see, then we'll go home and we'll fuck right now. If I don't, then we'll go and we'll talk business. And he was like, he just like this long fucking pause. He's like, oh, the figures for next month. I was like, yo, she made this dude a straight bitch. It was one of the funniest, meanest things I've ever seen. I was like, yo, that is horrifying. They don't do that to that poor old son of a bitch. It was terrible. And it was funny. She was just like, whip it out. Go ahead.
I mean, yo, you got to shoot your shot, yo. Either way, you're talking business.
I mean, that's true. Look, maybe she got low standards, and you just like, right? She was like, just throw it against your thigh. Nobody will see it. I was like, yo, come on, man. God damn. But yeah, it's not a great movie. All right, next up, science and tech this week. Scientists put gold nanoparticles in a mouse's or several mice eye and restored their sight, which is kind of wild. A revolutionary study comes from a team of scientists at Fudan University in Shanghai. They've managed to develop a gold nanoparticle coated titanium dioxide nanowires that work just like the eye's natural photoreceptors, as described in the latest issue of Journal of Natural Communications. So they basically put these little nanowires in, and it's able to send an electronic signal, a small voltage that sparks a response in the neurons of your visual system, which is part of the reason why people have like macular degeneration. Like as they get older, they eventually go blind, and then something called retinitis pigmentosa. That's the same thing as macular degeneration. So that's really common. So basically, they're saying like, they're able to restore this in mice and maybe be able to restore it in humans. I don't think they don't get full color restoration of their vision. I think it's probably just like black and white, but they're working on allowing it to pick up other colors. So I thought that's cool. By the way, that's my fear of getting older is macular degeneration.
If I go blind, just put a bullet in my head. Yeah,
that is my greatest old person fear is macular degeneration. Absolutely. I don't need that. I'm like, look, I figure by the time I get old, they should have this shit wrapped up and how to fix that. like I read this story, and I don't have any issues with macular degeneration as far as I know, but I was like, that's good to know. All right, keep working, guys.
Yeah, right. I have some, like, lately I've had these issues where I see, like, orbs and shit coming up out the corner of my eyes.
Hey, nigga, you going blind.
I'm like, yo, this is kind of scary. Like, it's just like, it'll just be like flashes of light.
Oh, that happens to me too.
Not like all the time.
Yeah, no, that's happened to me for years.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it'll just
like you need some lasers in your eyes.
It's just fucking bizarre. Like all of a sudden, it just started happening last month.
Go to the doctors.
You ain't like. It's weird because like that's literally what I'm like. Oh shit! But it's just like this flashing light. Now it's gone to this eye. It was my left eye.
Go to the doctors, Terrence.
I don't like the doctors.
Well, you won't be able to see one.
Where people go to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't be able to see your doctor in 6 months if you stop fucking around.
It's very weird. It's I might go next week.
You're not gonna go.
It's weird, yo. Like I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep fucking around. I mean, look, you don't need your vision. I mean, we could print out the docket in Braille for you. You'd be all right.
My eyesight is perfectly fine, but it's just those weird fucking flashes.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, stupid tech, Micah. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's working great. Okay, Micah, you want to take this? You put this up.
Did you open that store, Terrence?
No, I did not.
This is the buttress. The buttress is a butt-shaped mattress.
It's a mattress?
It's a buttress. Like it's a portmanteau of butt and mattress, right? So it is a. You've heard of a body pillow. This is a booty pillow, and it's essentially an ergonomical like pillow that you can use. Like you have those little pillows for airplanes, right? That support your neck. Well, this one is in the shape of an ass.
Hey, yo, I'm looking at this nigga.
And there are plenty of ways you can lay on the buttress.
I like to do this. It's like getting in there, man.
You can lay. You can. This is essentially an ass-eating dummy, right? Like you could practice where you want to position your head for when you eat an ass.
Well, you got to get right up in there.
I mean, is it stupid?
Hey, that's why we added weird to the text section.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fellas, I would get one of these.
I would not.
I would get one of these.
Well, that would probably stop you from having so much pink eye.
Yeah, well. I just found this hilarious. I forgot where I saw it.
I saw this a number of months ago. This is utterly ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Did this make its...
I don't know if it made its goal, but 273 backers pledged $18,000 to help bring this project to life.
And it made another $22,000 on Indiegogo.
Wow. So,
yeah,
guys.
Oh, yeah, it definitely made it. Because it was 125% funded.
I'm just looking at the video, and I'm looking at this woman nose firmly into the crevice of the buttress. Apparently, you could put a thong on it.
See, all right.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's a great gift. It looks like an ass in yoga pants. Y'all not getting this?
No, I'm not getting this. I got an ass upstairs I can lay my face on.
Yeah, but, what about the time she's at work?
Nigga, I'm at work. What the fuck?
You get home before her.
Hey, get a couple minutes in.
Yeah, just get some shut eye. Just get some shut ass.
Little brown eye. Yeah, this is wildly unnecessary.
As ridiculous.
I'm gonna
as
buy
it
you
is.
one of these for your birthday. Really?
It's
really?
practical.
Really? The first edition buttress, one of the purchase levels is $69. That's not by happenstance.
That's funny.
Look, hey man.
I'd
give it get it for a novelty.
Yeah, look, these people could sell this idea to Spencer's. And,
you know what? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
So there you go.
It is wildly unnecessary.
There's my contribution to the docket.
Thanks.
Did you want to do the thing in red?
Okay, yes. Yeah. I wanted to do a special shout out to Leonardo, who's in our fan group, the nerdpocalypse.com/fans. Leonardo put up a video. Leonardo is a Latino gentleman. I don't really know if he's a gentleman, but he seems cool. He could just be a dirtbag. I don't know. But Leonardo put up a video sort of responding to our idea of, this idea, do Latinos need, what happens, as far as Latinos wanting their own Black Panther level movie. And I don't necessarily know if we meant like a comic book movie, but like any level of like huge movie that everybody would kind of rally behind, something like Black Panther. I thought it was a really good video, man. It was really great. I appreciated your response. So I encourage people to do that. Like, if you want to respond to some of our questions or something we brought up, yeah, if you want to put up a video, that's cool. And, you know, you could put up a cool video like Leonardo did in front of his giant ass television.
Yeah, that's
fucking
why he did
balling
it.
out.
He was just showing off.
Nigga, you ain't slick. Yeah, or whatever the Latino equivalent is.
Essay.
No, I mean, like, if you're like Fat Joe, if you're Dominican, you get to say it.
No, you don't.
Well, Fat Joe said he's a nigga every day, so. You gonna tell Fat Joe he's not?
Yeah, you not.
Oh, yeah, big listener. Fat Joe, part of our listening audience. No, but I thought it was a cool video, man, so thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, question of the week, Micah.
Mark Mylar says that DC characters are fundamentally just less cinematic, which is why they don't work as well as Marvel characters. Thoughts? Christopher says, the difference between Marvel and DC characters is that DC are gods trying to be people, whereas much of Marvel is the flip side. Difficult to translate that on screen, but also dealing fuckery at DCWB. Dasman says, Wonder Woman proved these films can be competent. Just stop trying so hard to compete with Marvel. Jose says, I disagree. The movies don't work as well because everyone knows the DC characters better than Marvel characters. For most of the population, Marvel characters carry a level of mystery that DC characters don't have.
That's good. That's an interesting point.
The other part of it is that DC characters can be hard to relate to, but they don't help this by giving them no side characters. Cap has Bucky and Falcon and Peggy and her niece, for example. Batman has a butler in this universe. Iron Man has Rhodey and Pepper and Happy. Superman has his girl and his mom.
That's just
mad shady.
Superman has his girl.
Anthony says, disagree. It's a problem with the upper management and creative talent that they bring in. The CW does just fine with their shows and crossovers. Lavaris says, lies and fabrication. Their movies don't work because you tried to fit 3 or 4 movies in BVS. Also, it'd help to actually have a coherent plan. Gaston writes 2 walls of text that you are correct, sir. I am not going to read, but I did read them, which is why I know you said that I wasn't going to read them. Trying to find some new people. C says they aren't fundamentally less cinematic, but you do have to wade through more baggage of 70 plus years worth of built up ideas as to who Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam are. Flash is easier because the Barry Allen version isn't as old. Same for Cyborg. As much as some folks find those DC heroes simplistic, others scream bloody murder if writers dare try to introduce any nuance to the simpler ones.
I agree.
Evan says they did Justice League way too early. Every movie feels rushed. Jared says, from a narrative standpoint, Feet of Clay works better than Men of Steel. DC could do better spectacle, but working out how to get you to care is the struggle. Ed says, better writers and better direction is all DC needs for the films to work. And that's enough for the day.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Go to our Facebook page, find the question of the day and a question of the week, and read everyone's responses because they are actually very, very good.
There you go. Okay. Make sure you also go to the nerdpocalypse.com/Amazon. As long as you use that link, we get a little bit of a payback. You pay nothing extra. You're going to buy stuff on Amazon anyway, because Jeff Bezos owns us all. So you might as well use that link. Again, the nerdpocalypse.com/Amazon. All right. Lightning round, Terrence.
First up, Chris McQuarrie sought after for DC's Green Lantern Corps. I don't know who that person is. What has he directed?
Mission Impossible movies.
Oh,
the latest few.
But when is this movie supposed to be coming out?
I think 2036.
DC, right?
I don't know.
At this point, who gives a fuck?
Well, now here's an interesting bit of this news is that people think that maybe he would cast, because he has such a tight connection with Tom Cruise, that he would cast Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan.
Nah, yo.
No.
I do not. I'm not saying I don't see it happening, because I could absolutely see DC doing something like that. I just think it's a really bad idea. And not because I have a problem with Tom Cruise, but he's too big. He's too big of a name.
Yeah, it just wouldn't work.
He'd be Tom Cruise.
No.
He wouldn't be Hal Jordan.
As the Green Lantern?
I don't see it.
He's too short.
I don't appreciate that, but
They missed that window. They could have done it around Top Gun.
yeah, it would have been like, it could have just been the sequel to Top
Exactly.
Gun.
35 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, doing a Top Gun sequel now seems almost ludicrous. More on that later.
Wait, I'm reading this next one and I'm a little confused right now. Wait.
Why? Why are you confused? There's nothing wrong with that title at all. Go ahead and
Sure,
read it.
why not? Fred Durst casts John Travolta as a stalker in movie inspired by Limp Bizkit frontman's experiences.
Okay, I don't really see what the problem is here.
Yeah, and the very first sentence of this is, I had to read this story multiple times to make sure I was understanding this correctly. But because, what the fuck? John Travolta was cast in a film directed by Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst to play a character based on Durst's own life.
Here's the thing. Little known fact. Fred Durst, actually a decent director.
He has 11 directorial film credits.
What movies?
He did a movie starring Jesse
Long
Eisenberg.
Shots, The Education of Charlie Banks.
That's actually supposedly a very good movie.
He directed?
Yep.
And he, in his
What the
IMDb
fuck? I know
page-
that movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it, but I saw
Were you
the
wearing
trailers for
were
it.
you wearing a red hat backwards at the time where you were watching?
I don't wear hats.
Were you shooting with Christina Aguilera at the time?
Was that a
No,
thing
was
for
a
them?
thing, no.
I think
Was
so.
it her? Was it him or Britney Spears? Was it Christina Aguilera? All those white folks run together.
Fred Durst.
Really?
Fred Durst's IMDb
Fred Durst.
image looks like Jack.
I could see that. I haven't clicked on it yet. You know what? Yep. That's why Jack hasn't been here. He's working on his new movie under the
John
alias Fred
Travolta.
Durst. I didn't know Jack when Limp Bizkit was big, so I got to assume that he's actually Fred Durst.
There you go. How old is Fred Durst? Yo, I
That
used
is
to listen to
fucking-
Limp Bizkit.
So did I. I was listening to break stuff in the gym the other day. You know what? That's good gym music. Is it bad? Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible music. Yeah, he's filming a movie called Moose right now. You know, Fred Durst is an accomplished director, and I'll hear
He does
nothing.
look like Jack. I haven't seen Fred Durst in years, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's too busy. You know, he's too busy pretending to be Jack from Baltimore.
Right.
Yeah.
He's too busy trying to get an Oscar, guys.
Yo, what if Fred Durst wins an Oscar? Like, what if that's a thing
I
that
would
happened?
find it hilarious that he would win an Oscar before a Grammy.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant just won an Oscar. Anything's possible. This is so fucking strange. I didn't know he was okay.
He directed the videos for Nookie and Break Stuff and Behind Blue Eyes, which is maybe one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
I don't even know what that is.
That's a terrible, terrible Limp Bizkit song.
Mm.
All right, next thing.
Wow, that's fucking weird, man. Fred fucking Durst. Brian Taylor has choice words about Ghost Rider on Agency. Now, this is half of Neville Dean and Taylor. He says Ghost Rider is vanilla because your movies were awesome. Well, to his credit, one thing you cannot say about those Spirit Avengers movies is that they were vanilla. Because
they were not vanilla.
The Spirit Avengers was not vanilla.
They were more a urine color.
I think they were doing a lot of cocaine when they directed.
I think
that
a
movie.
lot is an understatement. It was funny because I watched and I posted in our fan group this morning. Like, I watched that whole chase sequence from Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty impressively done. I wish they would have just stuck to like stunt directing, like second unit stunt directing, because like they've got a style that fucking works. It's the whole talky parts of the movie that are the problem.
yeah.
But like that shit was fucking dope. Like Ghost Rider looked awesome in that movie. He really did.
Yeah.
But everything out of visuals, trash. Just absolute trash.
So he says they brought Ghost Rider back on TV, and now he looks like the clean vanilla G-rated character again. The filmmaker told Flickering Myth.
Yo, guess what, yo? It's on network television.
Like they are not gonna like have a murderer. Like, well, they murder people, but like they're not gonna have them like cut someone's head off. Like,
Piss fire.
Which was one of the dumbest things, by the way. The one thing about that sequence that I didn't like is like there's a sequence where Nicolas Cage is changing into Ghost Rider, where he's like snorting fire out of his nose,
scraping at the door.
Yes, that's one when he comes out, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get whoever's got it coming.
He's gonna give it to whoever's got it coming. Yo, like that's a prime example of what the fuck you just said.
The talky parts.
The talky parts.
They're not good.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah, they're not good, dude. That is an issue. But I like I said in that post, it would be cool if they gave Gabriel Luna, I think his name is Gabriel Luna, if they gave him his own series on Netflix and bring these guys in to do the fucking balls to the wall action shots. Like they can film this shit. Like it would look great. They just, you cannot be in charge of the script or any sort of like talking, like at all.
And then there you go. There's your Latino superhero.
Look, and actually, frankly, I thought the dude was good enough. Give him a movie.
Yeah, give him a movie, yo.
Fucking go for
give him that flaming lowrider or Charger or whatever the hell that was.
Look, shit. He's got a Charger. There's no reason why he can't have a bike too.
Yeah.
Let him change it up. Who cares? Give him both.
Like we said before, any mode of conveyance that he's in will change.
Like that literally happened in that movie. Like he jumped in that truck and grabbed the steering wheel and the fucking wheels lit on fire. That shit was slick. It was cool. I dug it. But nah, man. Like you guys can't be in charge of talking. Like, that's not a thing that can happen.
Keep your mouth shut. Yeah. So I don't know what he expected to like. Who the fuck? Why would they interview him?
I don't know.
Were they interviewed for that movie they just recently did?
I was gonna say,
the parents?
The parents?
Mom and dad?
Oh, mom and dad, yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we had a couple of choice words for that piece of garbage.
Highlander reboot is back over at Lionsgate. All right. Who's going to be the Highlander? Every time I see Highlander now, I think I'm fucking Outlander.
No. They don't know yet, but they're trying to get it back on board.
Can someone explain to me why this is a big deal?
What?
Highlander?
It was a cool fantasy series. Did you ever watch the TV show?
No. Only be one.
No.
I like the intro music.
Everyone does.
Clean.
I would argue
the intro was more popular than the show itself.
Wait, who did the intro?
Queen did.
What song?
Princes of the Universe?
Huh. All right.
Are you you didn't know that?
No.
That song is easily more popular than the entire franchise.
Wow.
How did you not know that?
I don't. Highlander. Is Sean Connery in Highlander?
Yes, he was in the first one.
That's it. That's all I know.
You know that Sean Connery was in the first Highlander.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't know that. I just know the show.
Wow, you guys are both weird.
Oh well.
And I know that Sean Connery is in it, and the only way you can kill him is to cut their head off, right?
Yes, that is also correct.
All right.
Yeah,
starring Christopher Lambert.
Everyone's head gets cut off. You're the last
and
one.
Layden was a Highlander.
And
Right?
then Christopher Lambert, is that his name?
Christopher Lambert, yeah. Who was also in Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
He was.
Yeah, that was a sad moment. I was like, why are you in this movie?
He looked like he was sick.
He always looks like he's sick.
Yeah.
He has a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow. I don't care when he shaves. He just looks like a bum.
So they're doing a reboot for this.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think it should be a series and not a movie, but that's just me.
So they're Celtic warriors, I guess?
He starts out as a they're Highlanders everywhere, all over the world. They're aliens.
We'll just cast Sheamus.
Sheamus the wrestler?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, he's an actor now. He was in Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Was he any good?
I don't know.
No, he was not.
I never saw that.
It was him and the guy that played Uncle Ruckus looking at each other's dicks all throughout the whole thing. My man. After they got turned into the rhino and the warthog, they were like, just look at our dicks. My man. Bam. Like, what the fuck?
That seems so weird. All right.
Yeah.
Are they making any more of those
Weird.
movies?
Probably not.
Yeah, I feel like that second one went off the rails.
Okay. Rampage, that movie with the Rock and the white gorilla from
That's redundant, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I see what I
And they switched their release date because Infinity Wars was coming out very close to that movie, and they were like, "Oh right, our movie is garbage. Let's go ahead and
let's go and slide
shift this back to April 13th."
No,
So
that was the right plan.
So we can make some kind of money before Infinity Wars makes $1 billion is going to make. Good. People are going to see it because The Rock is in it, because people still like him at this point. Yeah, fuck this movie. I don't really give a fuck. Like, I just this looks so terrible. I just don't. I can't bring myself to. Care
I
about
will
this
not pay for this. There will probably be a screener, so I'll be probably forced.
If you have the screener, I'll go with you.
Okay, that's fair. Because look, if we're gonna rip this, look, if this movie's got to get ripped apart, I feel like two of us is better than one. We're gonna double up on this flying wolf action movie. Stupid nonsense. And if it's at Columbia, you going, nigga?
No,
don't try to.
Columbia.
I'll be working.
Michael would rather stay later at work.
Yep.
Like, Michael, why are you here? Just to avoid Rampage. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. It's like, why are you here at 7:30 at night? There's a movie playing that I want to go see.
Yep.
Like, nigga, what?
Just go home. Like, I can't.
It's the principle of the thing. Yeah, if that Arundel Mill's fine, I'm right around the corner. I'll
God, I don't want to see this movie. All right, next up.
Anyway, good Lord, Rock, what are you fucking doing? Top Gun. So all right? Top Gun sequel. Who's going to be in it?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise can be in it.
Tom
Looks the
Cruise.
same.
Well, yeah, he kind of.
He
But
does.
isn't he a little old for a jet pilot?
What is he, 50? How old are jet pilots? I don't know.
A lot younger than 50. I would argue generally.
Maybe he's a general. Maybe
Does he
he's
look
like
50?
No. He's finally starting to crack and start to look a little older.
He's starting to warp. You know what I mean? Like
he fought off banana aging for quite a long time.
Yeah, like he's been in the microwave for just a little too long, and the plastic is starting to warp out a bit. But
that's just because it's heated, right? You gotta let it cool down.
Yeah, you gotta let it cool.
You can reform it.
But he's always running hot because he's always moving and shit.
His resting heart rate has got to be like 100.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know what to think of this.
1980 something.
Well, like a solid 80s movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like mid 80s.
Probably like 86 or something like that.
I can't believe that it took this long to get this
87.
movie done.
Yep, 86.
86, okay.
And that was 32 years ago.
Like, I can't believe it took this long with all the like crazy amount of recruitment the military got for jet pilots and all this other stuff after it came out. I mean, it was a real cultural touchstone, whatever you think about the movie. I would have thought they would have tried to cram out another one like within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you're certainly not getting Val Kilmer to be in this motherfucker.
I mean, look, I'm going to say something, and I immediately denounce and reject myself, but I don't think he's going to make the weight limit for a fucking pilot. Like, he's going to have to be an instructor.
Is he
going to do the Iceman thing?
I don't think he can even be an instructor at this point.
Remember his stellar performance, Snowman?
In the Snowman?
Where they dubbed his voice?
They 80'd his fucking voice.
Damn.
That shit was fucked.
It was bizarre.
He looked like hell too, man.
Yeah.
He did not look good.
Yeah.
Look
like he was melting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand why the hell a Top Gun sequel, not a reboot, a sequel is coming out 32 years later.
Yeah, I would say just reboot.
So I'm assuming he's not going to be a pilot. He can't be a pilot.
Maybe they have to bring an old dog out of retirement to go inverted against Russians. I mean, they fought against Russian MiGs in the original.
Oh, damn. Fucking everything old is new again. Even our fucking wars are getting rebooted.
It's not. No, you know what? It's not a reboot. This is just the 32-year-old fucking sequel. Like, goddamn, the same guys. Like, oh man. Yeah, I can't say I won't see it because I love Top Gun, but I just don't know how this makes sense.
Dude from ER in that too?
Yes.
Eric LaSalle.
No, Eric LaSalle. No, Eric LaSalle definitely not in that. But yes, I know who you're talking about.
The white guy.
He died.
In the movie?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I've never seen Top Gun. I've seen like bits and pieces. I know they play volleyball.
They play volleyball on like a carrier, right?
And no, they're like a beach.
And Val Kilmer.
No, because it takes place in San Diego.
And Val Kilmer's like some shit like
no,
that.
but here's the thing. That scene makes no sense to you, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I've seen the movie. It still doesn't make sense. Like he just does it, and he's just like
chomps in the air.
Yeah, it's like a weird intimidation thing, and I'm like, what? Why? Why are you doing that?
Okay,
stop doing that. I used to live right where Top Gun officially was, Miramar.
I played the game. That was really fucking difficult on Nintendo.
Super difficult. Are you kidding
like
me?
They had you land the plane. I could never land that bitch.
No one ever did.
I was like, this is bullshit.
It's like getting off the first level of what was that car game? Where it's like oil slicks and shit.
Spy Hunter.
Spy Hunter. Like nobody got it before.
I did. I beat Spy Hunter.
You beat Spy Hunter? How? Is there only one board?
No, you once you finish the level, you got to get on the truck and go to the next level. Yeah,
I don't believe you. No, there's not a second level to Spy Hunter. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that is complete
different
bullshit.
Backgrounds is all it is. Yeah, and I also beat the Ninja Turtles one time, and I don't know how the fuck I did it.
Yeah, that
on Nintendo.
Believe.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Get the fuck
the original.
out. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you walk across water too? Did you part the seas? Get the fuck out of here.
You don't know my life.
You know what? I don't. That's actually true.
And last up, Expendables 4. Because that needs to happen. Is films this summer.
Somebody
says Randy Couture.
Randy Couture is not aware of many things. I like that the running joke in that is that Randy Couture is smart. That's an actual joke in the movie because of how dumb he is.
This guy with cauliflower ear is smart.
Well, and more importantly, this guy with obvious CTE, he's a brilliant guy. He reads a lot. And no, he doesn't. The only thing he reads is the side of the fucking opioid bottle that he's eating every day. Get out of here to survive. Although I like Randy Couture. Yeah. No thanks. None of these movies have been good. Some people are, the first was good. No, they're not. They're all bad. All of them. They're a bunch of old dudes with terrible old men jokes. It's bad.
These movies are the definition of just complete, utter disappointment.
These movies should have been made 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Stars of Predator and Demolition Man and Cliffhanger and all that shit.
And Die Hard.
You get all these guys. Like that was the hook, right? And then you do this vanilla ass TBS violence type of movie. It just bad. Just damn.
Look, I can tell you right now, I'm not seeing this movie. One, I am not spending my own money to see this movie. That is 100%. I can say that with all certainty. Two, I'm not seeing the screener for this movie if Cynthia Rothrock is not in this movie. I'm not. How the fuck has she not been in these movies?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It is a ridiculous oversight that what's her face? The MMA chick that's in WWE now.
Ronda Rousey.
Right. The fact that Ronda Rousey was in these movies before Cynthia Rothrock, who is a fucking action icon for women, it was never in these movies. That's ridiculous to me. How? But she don't have a Twitter account, dog? You can't just message her and be like, yo, what are you up to? Nothing, nigga. I'm Cynthia Rothrock. I haven't been doing anything for 20 years. A bunch of whack-ass Chinese action movies that no one saw. Just a shame. Nah, this is dumb. We don't need Expendables movies.
Like, why is Statham even in these movies?
Because he's his best friend. And he gets to cut loose and murder people with giant knives.
All these movies feel like Jason Statham directed DVD movies.
I don't think they feel that good.
God damn.
Have you seen Expendables 3?
Yeah.
You've seen all of these?
Yeah, I have.
I didn't see the second one.
I saw the second one because I'm like, all right, well, maybe it'll be better than the first one. No. And then I saw the third one because Wesley Snipes was in it.
Yeah.
He looked like a woman.
Yeah, he looked like his Tu Wong Fu character.
I don't know what the fuck was going on, man. I don't. It was weird. It was weird.
Just disappointment. Man.
And then they shot Terry Crews, so he didn't have any action sequences in the entire goddamn movie, which was fucked up.
Wait, Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
He was in the third one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was in the third one. I saw the third one.
What's his name was also in that? Fucking Zorro. God,
Antonio Banderas.
yeah, he was also in it.
Yeah.
He actually
He
had
was
a pretty
probably the best part.
Yeah,
honestly.
he actually had a pretty decent scene.
Yeah. Yeah, those movies aren't that great.
No thanks.
Put Jackie Chan in there.
I was
Why
going to say,
not?
isn't he in there? But no, that's Jet Li. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Friggin' happy feet.
Right.
That was an actual bit of dialogue in that movie.
I mean, I'm not expecting like Shakespeare to come from these guys, but come on, yo. Like
The writing is so bad.
Congratulations on dating the movie. Bring it, Happy Feet. Like no one knows what Happy Feet is.
It's Dancing Penguin movie.
Now you're not right.
I get it.
And this guy's a genius, right?
Who's a genius?
Dolph Lundgren.
No, he's not the genius. He's an idiot in the movie.
No, in the movies,
I mean,
but like
like-
he's like a
Oh,
he's
in
like
real
a
life?
chemical
Chemical engineer.
Chemical engineer.
Who could kick you through a brick wall. He's way too big to have a high degree. Like, you can't have both things.
He's
Like,
way too big. To
They
have
were
higher
probably
education.
like,
yeah,
yo.
like, nah. You got to either be a brute or a genius. You can't
He
be.
was probably in school and like, you know what, take it. You can throw me through a fucking wall anyway. You can have the degree.
He was like, how do you make salt? You get out of the cabinet? No, like chemical reactions. In the cabinet, you know what? All right.
You're good.
You're
A.
fine. You got it.
You'll walk across the stage. Just don't hurt me.
Please. I saw you almost kill Sylvester Stallone in Rocky IV. For real. Yeah, I'm going to not fuck with you. I love how we just denigrated that guy's intelligence. That's great. Movie and TV news this week.
He's rich, he can take it.
Yeah, we're just punching up. Like way up, because that guy's really tall. Movie and TV news this week. Jon Favreau is set to produce and write a Star Wars TV series. Or series. Yeah, that's cool. I like Jon Favreau. I think he's a pretty talented guy. I think he needs a couple of wins after kind of just being off for a while. So I'll take it. You down for this, Michael? I know,
Yeah,
Terrence, you're not a big
why not?
Star Wars guy.
Nah.
Yeah, why not? He's
He
got
directed Iron Man, right? The first one?
First two?
First two? He's kind of like the...
Yeah, I think he could pull it off.
Yeah, he could do it. He has Zathura under his belt. He could.
I'm like, wait, what?
Didn't he direct Zathura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just Space Jumanji.
Yeah, he could probably do it. I'll give
That's
him the benefit
fucking
of the doubt.
hilarious.
It's Jon Favreau. He did Chef. He's all right with me.
I like Chef.
I love that
Yeah,
movie,
Chef
man.
is good, man.
It's one of those movies that's just like, it's a perfect little film.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot going on. Doesn't matter. It tells us a really solid story. It's got good acting, and just a good story.
Yeah.
I saw, what was that? I forgot to talk about it. What was that other chef movie, Burnt or some shit like that with, I thought you saw that, with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. I saw
I saw bits
it was
and
on
pieces of it.
TV.
I was like, yo,
not
this
too
is
long
fake
ago.
Chef. I don't want this.
Yo, it is just a mean movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing about his character that you like. I was like, wow, he's a really good cook. I want to push him in front of a stove. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, that's all I could think the entire time. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw it recently. I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening in this movie?
yeah, it was weird. Like, and it was like weirdly shot. Like, it felt like a European film.
Yeah, it was-
Like, yeah, it was just.
I didn't know what the fuck it was because I felt like I had seen most of Bradley Cooper's movies. And like I don't know what this is at all.
Like, this is the worst Rocket Raccoon film I've ever seen. It's terrible. Let's see. Next up, Christopher Nolan says that Black Panther is likely going to get nominated for Best Picture next year.
No, it won't.
I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
No, it won't.
Christopher Nolan is wilding.
Yeah. Come on,
Look.
now. I love that movie.
Look,
and all, but
yeah.
it's only March. right?
Right.
And 2, no, it's not.
I don't think it
just
comes
isn't.
close to being a movie that deserves to be up for Best Picture. I'm sorry. Now, do I think some of the performances might get Oscar nominations? I could see Michael B. Jordan's performance getting Best Supporting Actor. Absolutely. I could.
I don't know. I can't see that either.
You don't think so?
No, because
I can see it getting nominated. I'm not saying win, but I could see it being
I
nominated.
don't even see it getting nominated. I think that the people who would nominate him would think, "Oh, you're just playing a nigga from Oakland." Yeah, I've seen a ton of those. That's why I stay away.
To be honest with you, that's how I felt. Like, look, he had a great performance. It was fine,
Right.
but he's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I can't. Again, he's going to be the next Denzel Washington for me because he's got that accent that he's never going to not be able to do.
I thought his Wakandan accent was pretty good.
I feel like, you know, see, yeah, I don't.
You want the
I don't know. I think people like his performance more for what his
character
ideal,
was
what
saying.
his story, what they stood
what
for.
his story was outside of his actual acting. It wasn't all that great.
Right.
Yeah,
Look, I love the movie. I love his character, right? But it's very easy to
play an angry nigga.
right.
Like, I could do that shit.
Terrence is like, call me.
Oh, yeah, I want to be in one of these movies.
And then half of
And
the
I
population,
really don't like white people.
Half the
so, hey, look.
population, one of the reasons they think your performance is great is because you took your fucking shirt off.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Right. You just got really fucking big.
You look, and you put in the work. We were talking about that before. You put in that work. But if that's all it takes.
Breaking girls' retainers and shit all over the place.
Right.
The fuck is your problem, man? Come on. It's fucked up.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Okay. I think the idea of it being nominated for Best Picture is...
Visuals, I could see some kind of technical award.
Oh, a nerd award?
Yeah.
I mean,
a nerd award.
What?
Yo,
compared
look,
to
nigga.
Infinity War?
I don't know. I don't know we're going to be seeing in Infinity War. But
I have
That's
a
why
feeling.
it's too early to be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I think it'll be just like
Suicide Squad
stop trying to
has an
capitalize.
Oscar.
Stop trying to capitalize on black people's emotions, Christopher Nolan. Everybody already loves your movies, black and white. You don't have to fucking come out and be
You
like,
have to kowtow.
yeah, man, like that's what it feels like to me. Maybe it's genuine. All right, maybe I'm out of line, but it just feels like
nah.
See, this goes back to the conversation about Push. Yeah, I don't trust it.
I don't.
I don't trust it.
I don't.
I don't trust your fucking intentions, nigga. Like,
Eh.
look, would I love for
what's
it
his-
to
What's up,
win?
what's up with all this praise all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
what the fuck?
Yeah,
don't
you know
trust
why?
all these
Because
good-
Christopher knows about to announce his next movie. It's a movie that takes place in Africa. I'm just saying, guys.
Right.
I don't know. Like, all right.
If you think this movie should be nominated for Best Picture, your next movie better have 8 cast members that were in Black Panther.
Oh, don't think he won't do it.
You better.
Don't
You
think
have to now.
Look, don't think he won't pick 1 or 2 and add it into the pantheon that is the Christopher Nolan acting stable. That is the only actors he picks from. He's like, got Tom Hardy in here.
I
Let's
got
see.
Leo.
Yeah, he's got Leo, Tom Hardy. Yeah, he's got it's kind of weird. Like they all
What's
show
that
up.
other guy?
From what movie?
He was in Red Eye.
Cillian Murphy.
Oh, Cillian
Murphy.
I like Red Eye.
Yeah, so do I. It's a good Wes Craven movie. He fucking headbutted the shit out of Rachel McAdams in that movie, and then she stabbed him in the throat with a Dracula pen. It was fucked up.
Now, would I be excited if it did win an Oscar? Absolutely.
Oh
But,
yeah.
I don't see it being nominated.
Do
at
I
all.
think it needs to be there? I don't think
Well, we
so.
don't know. Again, it's March. So it could be a
we
lot
would
of
have
trash.
to have a really. I mean, look. I'm sorry, and I love that movie. We would have to have a really shitty year in films for that to be the best film of the year. Like, come on, man, come on.
Look, it's only March.
Right. Like, it's only that's my thing. It's only March.
What if Ready Player One's really good?
It won't be.
I don't think so.
Not unless they drastically change the story from that book, yo. It's gonna be fucking terrible. It's gonna stink.
When does that even come out?
Who cares?
Uh,
I
I think it's this month.
I think
either
it's
this
March.
month or next
I
month.
think it's March. Yeah.
what's today? The 8th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry we don't have a woman on the show today.
Well, our next story. Well, nope. Last story in movie and TV is about a woman. So you're welcome, ladies. I planned it that way. Next up, Professor X has been teased to show up in Legion Season 2. This is a really bad idea. One, it's a really bad idea if you make it James McAvoy. That's a terrible choice. Two, if he does show up, because he's the lead character's father in the comics, that would just be really weird, because it takes place in like the 70s, which kind of fucks with the whole X-Men thing of them being in the 70s. Like, is he going to have hair then? Is he not going to have hair? Like, are you going to go with a completely different actor after all the X-Men shit gets rebooted? Like, I don't know.
Is Legion supposed to tie into the movies? Like,
they were originally saying that it was going to be completely on its own, but now they're talking about this.
Well, I mean,
so
that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll tie into the movies, especially if they already said that it's going to be its own thing.
So, but now we're going to do 2 Professor X characters?
Just like there are 2 Flashes.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb.
I thought you liked Ezra Miller's performance.
I thought it was okay. I didn't care for his running. He is a person who's never run before, which is weird as a human.
Going back and looking at,
but then again, I don't watch the Flash TV show anymore. So
yeah, neither do I. I kind of tapped out.
Man, please. I don't know who the hell Servitor is or whatever the fuck his name is.
Savitar?
Oh.
Man, that's not even the newest season. That's the last season. God damn.
Is it?
Yeah, that's from the season before.
Yeah,
you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah, sure.
Savitar is Barry Allen.
Of course,
from a different timeline.
All right, yo. All right.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a robot.
He's just wearing a
Is
suit.
his future self?
It's a suit. Yeah,
A robot suit?
something happens, and he goes down a dark path and becomes Savitar.
Oh, so
he was wearing a robot suit.
Yeah.
All right, yo. All right.
Tahai said that.
That Flash. That show was dumb, yo. That show was dumb.
That's the best show on TV.
It used to be good. It used
to
be
be pretty good, but now they don't know what to do.
And now it's dumb.
Now you guys are like fair weather fans. You've jumped ship to Black Lightning.
I've already hopped off Black Lightning.
Oh,
I haven't yet.
That's funny because I made it an episode and a half. I just don't care.
Yeah,
it wasn't that it was bad.
It's a good show. I just don't
care anymore.
Care about TV. Like my TV time is
TV.
I need like really good TV.
Yeah, I think I'm over
or wrestling
because that ain't good TV at all.
Well, at least you were honest enough to separate the two. Or wrestling.
I just did it before someone else did it.
You watch wrestling. You got me. Right. But no, I think I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I think we're getting old. Like I'm done with mediocre television. Yeah. Like you got to impress me, man. I haven't really watched TV in almost a month.
I would rather play Destiny than watch television.
God damn.
Yeah.
That feels offensive.
I haven't watched. I watched the only thing MSNBC.
Yeah, I just watched.
I watched the original Matter.
We old, yo.
Oh, yeah. All I watch is whatever's on NPR. Like, ah, damn.
Yeah, literally, I don't know the last.
Outside I don't really watch TV anymore.
Yo, I literally have not watched an episode of anything on television outside of the Rachel Maddow show in like 3 months.
I get all
seriously.
I mean,
it's been that long.
I think it's been a month for me. Like I
watch Black Lightning on my phone at work.
Right, and that's because you ain't got shit to do. You're fucking trapped.
Yeah.
I was watching
The Push at lunch.
That's when I watched it. I didn't watch it.
I was watching something on Netflix. It's called like Ugly Delicious or something like that.
That's a good show, man.
I watched the first episode.
Yeah,
oh, is it the cooking show?
Yeah. I like that show.
I watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay, all right. I like it. Look, I like a good cooking show. I do.
It's not really a cooking show.
It's like a cooking documentary, so to speak.
I like those.
Like it's good.
The first episode is all about pizza, right?
Yeah.
It's pizza in like different locations.
What is pizza?
Right.
It kind of like delves into what is considered pizza and what is good pizza.
They go all over the world, right? Like they go to Japan, and I'm like,
yo, this nigga put like sushi on pizza.
Like, what the fuck is this? Put tuna on sushi? I'm like, yeah.
Not like tuna, like real tuna.
Yeah, like tuna from a tuna roll.
It was weird. I was like, I don't know about all that, but he was like, it's really good.
Yeah.
Aziz Ansari was in it. I was like,
Uh-oh.
oh,
Whoa! I can't believe you put tuna on it. Whoa!
Yeah, he's a big foodie.
Come and suck my dick. What?
Nope.
Again!
You're not gonna get me.
no,
not gonna do
they had
it.
a guy from like Brooklyn or wherever he was from.
Yo, he went to a pizzeria for this guy in Brooklyn who just loves making pizza, right? And he's like, it's an art form for him, right? Like they sent the guy to Naples for pizza, right? To try their pizza, right? And they come back, and the main host, I think his name is like David Chang.
Yeah.
And he was like, sometimes I like Domino's. The guy was like, what? He was like, yeah, let's order some Domino's. And he had Domino's delivered to the pizzeria to try it.
He was like, the guy was like, it's not too bad, but if you ever bring Domino's to my pizzeria again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like he was like a straight up like Italian New York. It's a good show, man.
It's a very interesting show, man.
I have to say, you know what? I'm looking on Netflix. The last show that I really watched, like from beginning to end, I watched 2 seasons of Grand Designs.
What the fuck is that?
It's a British show where this guy it's like a housing show, but these people build these like just crazy amazing houses. Like that's the last real show I've ever watched. Yeah.
I'm looking for it now.
It's really good. Like you're a big architect fan. Like it's actually really the shit they make is like really impressive. Like that's it. I'm like, ooh, are they going to be under budget? Like I just don't watch. Yeah, that's it. I just don't really watch television anymore. I watch movies a lot, but I just don't watch television anymore. Like I'm still. I guess I'm at the point now that world's most extraordinary homes. I'll have to add that. Sounds right up my alley. But I think I'm to the point where I'm waiting on like True Detective season 3 and House of Cards and like
that's
like I'm waiting on the big shows like that.
That's when I watch television.
Yeah, I just don't like. I'm gonna watch Jessica Jones. Obviously, that came out today. Like, but I don't care about.
I don't care about network TV.
That's it.
I don't care about network TV. All of my entertainment I get. Like I watch stuff on YouTube. There's a rotating like group of YouTubers that I watch,
right.
And stuff on Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what I watch. I really don't care about network TV.
Yeah, I don't. That's why everybody's like, "Oh, are you watching Flash?" I'm like, "I'll catch it if it comes in when it comes to Netflix. I might watch it then."
Yeah,
but I'm not.
That's my only thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I want to watch it. I don't even know when it comes on. Did it come on Tuesdays?
It comes on Fridays now.
Fridays?
Isn't that like the death knell for fucking shows?
Well, that's why we had that story last week that they're writing the last season as if it might be like that. It might be the end.
Yeah, because you put it on Friday.
Yeah, ABC's like, let's just get rid of it. Which is too bad because the season's really good.
Mm.
Yeah. So but the thing is, I don't watch it then anyway. I get up on Saturday mornings. Generally, either before or after I go to the gym, I watch it on Hulu, and I'm like, "There you go." That's my Saturday morning cartoons. Is I watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's what I do. Yeah, I don't fuck with network TV. It's a lot of garbage. All right. Next up. Okay. Eli Roth has lost his damn mind. Eli Roth, who directed Death Wish, which is
whoa.
Yeah,
I just read that last part. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga, get the fuck out.
Why don't you go ahead and read that headline? Go ahead and read that headline, Terrence.
All right. Eli Roth defends Death Wish remake by claiming it's not pro-gun.
One, that is a lie. That is a complete lie. Go ahead.
And comparing it to Get Out. That's right. Get Out. That came out last year.
It just won for the best adapted screenplay or best original screenplay.
Yeah, won an Oscar for best original screenplay. Yeah, get the fuck out of my face.
So comparing this to Get Out,
bullshit.
Comparing this to Get Out is offensive because Get Out was a social commentary, disguised as a horror film.
Isn't that what this is?
Death Wish is not a social commentary. It is what weird dudes jerk off to in between shooting at targets. That movie is fucking trash. From top to bottom, it is fucking garbage. And he should feel ashamed for directing it. And Bruce Willis didn't give a fuck to be in it. And look, if Bruce Willis don't feel like he want to be there to do the movie, I shouldn't feel obligated to be there to watch it. It was fucking garbage. And it's not pro-gun. Look, you ain't slick, nigga. Like, all you did was put Sway in the movie and just be like, should we be backing this guy who's murdering people? This seems kind of fucked up. And then you had Mancow was like, he's a hero. And it's like, oh, see, I'm showing both sides. You're not really showing both sides when he's just murdering people indiscriminately while everyone cheers. Yay! Kill more people.
Does he show like any remorse or regret for killing people?
No. He literally moves to a different city and he goes, cool. And the guy he aims at the end of the movie is another minority. Oh, great. Hey, Chinese guy. I'd love to kill him too.
Quote from Eli Roth. It's not pro-gun. What I really try to do more than anything is show how it really is and leave it for the audience to decide.
How what really is?
What the mind of a rich white man is. I'd love to go around murdering people and getting away with it.
I really wanted to make it about family and stick to the central issue of what would you do if this happened to your family?
You know what I wouldn't do? If I was a doctor who was trained to save lives, I wouldn't cut the back of a guy's leg, exposing whatever major arteries in the back of your leg, and then pouring car battery acid onto it.
Yeah, it sounds like Eli Roth.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like a Saw movie.
An Eli Roth movie. Then.
The movie for me really is about family and protecting your family. And what you would do when you can't get justice for your family.
But the first person he kills is not involved in the murder of anybody in his family. He just murders someone. Like, he sees a crime happen, and then he just starts firing at their car and kills them. And then stands over a guy who was half dead and just shoots him in the head. What did that have to do with his family? He was just mad? The fuck kind of excuse is that?
All right, last quote.
Oh, white nut. Yeah, are you?
Last
I was upset.
Bam. So what are the families that have people murdered by the cops are supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
No, fuck them. They black.
Like,
look, now
they weren't able to protect their families because the people that are supposed to protect their families murdered their family.
I would like
so
this
what is
movie.
that person supposed to do?
You know what? I think I have an idea for a reboot for Death Wish that actually makes sense. How about a guy whose son gets murdered by a cop and it's on video, and the cop gets off. Yeah. And then you find out that there is a group of corrupt cops who are really shitty, and this black father, because he should be black, he goes out and he takes down these cops who are well trained, and he's just some dude. Death Wish 5. Fuck Whitey. How about that as a movie?
I think
I want to direct
you know what? I want to direct that.
I think that movie.
I don't even have a camera. I'll be like, fuck it.
Terrence, are you filming this on your phone? No, okay,
yeah, that's fine. Man. People direct movies on their iPhones. Right?
I think that movie would probably end the way that The Last Jedi, that last sequence ended with Luke Skywalker coming out and the entire Imperial fleet
just murdering him. Like, I think you got him.
The last quote from Eli Roth, which I think is the most important quote. One thing I'm very conscious of as a filmmaker in Hollywood is not telling the audience what to think or how to think. And you can make that same argument about John Wick or Taken. Any action movie you can say is a pro-gun movie. It's giving a story that allows people to discuss a difficult subject. In the same way Get Out came out, everyone was allowed to discuss race and racism because of the movie.
Wow. That is something very much from a white guy's perspective. We talk about race and racism all the time. I didn't need a movie to tell me it was okay because I live in reality. Also, comparing your movie to Get Out, but then simultaneously comparing your movie to John Wick and Taken, those movies are very pro-gun. and they just don't give a fuck. They don't have a message. John Wick, what's John Wick's message? Don't fuck with my dog? That's not a message. What the hell are you talking about? Look, I would respect Eli Roth more if he came out and was like, look, I was remaking an original movie that was just about a white dude who just didn't give a fuck and just fought back. That's the movie I'm making, just about vigilantism. Like you could make the argument that the movie is trying to make a commentary on vigilantism and how it's not right, which is what the original book did, but the original movie ignored that because Bronson, and they just wanted a balls to the wall action movie. You could have remade it like the book, but you didn't do that. Yeah, it's a terrible movie and no one should see it. And look, I dealt with right wingers and white nationalists in my mentions all this past weekend. They were mad. Oh, I'm gonna buy 2 tickets to see it. I was like, but you're on the alt-right. You do know that Eli Roth is a Jew, right? Surprise, motherfucker, you fucked up.
I don't know much.
Yeah, go ahead. Look, didn't matter because Red Sparrow, starring a woman, I know how much you guys hate them, kicked the shit out of you. And then the black movie about Africa still beat all of y'all. And that's like the 9th week it's been out. So who gives a fuck? The movie is garbage. It's fucking trash. I will never see another Eli Roth movie. Not ever. Not ever again.
I don't remember the last one. Which was the last one I saw?
I've never seen one of his. Except for, what was the fake trailer he did?
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving or something like that? Killsgiving or some shit like
I
that?
thought it was just called Thanksgiving.
Oh, whatever. I saw that and I was like, this seems
was
dumb.
on a trampoline and she did a split and the killer had a Bowie knife in the trampoline. All right. The last full movie I saw was the original Hostel.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
see
I
that.
saw. Yeah, I think that was the. Yeah,
You like that movie though. You're a big Eli Roth fan.
I was in a dark place. I was in a real dark
that
place.
movie's really fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is Eli Roth a decent director? I say no. What you say?
You gotta define. I
What
guess
say
you
you?
gotta define. Like for what he does, yeah, but no.
I feel like he's just a Gore fan. I don't think that makes him a good director.
That's what he does.
But I don't think
What
that
he
makes you a
does-
director.
What he does, like, if it comes to Eli Roth making a gore movie and Christopher Nolan making a gore movie, Eli Roth's movie will be better.
Sure.
In that vein, he is good.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a good director to me because, like, at the same time, I would argue
But
that Neville
overall-
Dean. I would argue he's the Gore version of Neville Dean and Taylor.
Yeah.
He's not good at the talky parts, but
Exactly.
he's good at the Gore parts.
Exactly.
Which to me is not a director. You're a set.
Goddamn, you're not even a director.
No,
you can't do everything. You're not.
You should be able to do the talky parts, but it's a movie. I'm sorry, it's a movie. Now get out of here.
No, I'm not a fan of Eli Roth.
No one should be.
I was in a real bad place.
What year did that movie come out?
Sometime in my 20s. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you need Jesus. And I
Yeah,
don't
that
believe
came
in
out
that.
like 19. I mean, I was like 19. 2008.
I was 28. Yeah, that's about right. I was with her from 20.
I was with her
from 26 to 30 to 30.
Oh, wow.
31,
That shit came out in
something like that.
2005.
2005.
2005? Yeah, that makes sense.
You were in the middle of that relationship.
Yeah.
I can see it. I want to watch people get tortured,
yeah,
just like I am in my daily life, being with this fucking bitch.
Maybe it was subconscious.
It was that
man.
long?
Yeah.
How long did you guys date?
Like 5 years. I like the back half of my 20s.
Sorry, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tried to help you.
Well, you know, niggas don't see shit.
He's stubborn.
Yeah, right.
Look, I live in a giant glass house. Okay? Or I did. And I fucking broke that glass and got the fuck out of town. Never again. Next up, X-Men Dark Phoenix director reportedly writing forthcoming Star Wars film. No idea whether or not which Star Wars film this will be, but Simon Kinberg will be executive produce, or excuse me, he'll be writing it. Immediately, I was under the impression that this is a terrible idea, but I've been told, and I didn't know this, that he was the executive producer on Star Wars Rebels, and he did a couple episodes on that. And people seem to think that he's a much better person for that universe than for the X-Men universe. So, okay. I'll take your word. I've never watched Star Wars Rebels. So, except for like, I think maybe 1 or 2 episodes, it seemed really repetitive to me, but I know, I hear it got really, really good further on. But okay, I'll take people at their word. So
basically what you're saying is he's good for 22 minutes.
That's a minute longer than Jared Kushner, I guess. So, nailed it. They have sex to ordinary people. That's the weirdest fucking thing that's the strangest thing in the world, dude. Ivanka Trump likes to get banged out to ordinary people by John Legend. I saw somebody come, they were like, how do you blow anybody's back out to ordinary people? I was like, you can't, and he never will.
That's a fucking bizarre song.
Yeah, that's a weird playlist, man. That's weird. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put on ordinary people next time. My wife would be like, get the fuck off of me. What's wrong with you?
Ordinary people.
We don't know which way to go. Bang, 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 bang. Like, wait, what?
Okay. You know what? Maybe.
Turn this the fuck off.
Nah, this is not, we're not doing this. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Christy Teigen is like, if you don't stop singing in my ear, nigga.
Like, no. Sure, John, but please.
Please stop.
Play something else. I don't want to listen to your music.
Just play something
else.
Put on that new Migos. All right, last story in movie and TV for the ladies. Mackenzie Davis from *Halt and Catch Fire* is supposed to be the young heroine in the face of the rebooted franchise of the Terminator franchise. Like, I know that sounded weird, but it's sort of like, it's a weird reboot, but it also is connected to the original 2 movies, but they're ignoring all the other ones.
Yeah, we talked about this a while ago.
Right. So Mackenzie Davis is up to play the female lead of the, I guess, new series of Terminator movies.
I don't know who that is, so
she is an excellent actress. She's really good. She's really good, and I cannot recommend *Halt and Catch Fire* enough. All 4 seasons are on Netflix. It's excellent. She plays a computer hacker in that show.
You excited?
I'm not excited for a Terminator movie at all. But I will say this: I am more bullish on it because Tim Miller is doing it, and I know James Cameron is involved. I will say that.
Didn't James Cameron give his endorsement for all those other Terminator movies?
I said I'm bullish. I didn't say I was excited. Because, yes, but I also think James Cameron was like, please just keep the franchise alive until I can buy it back. Just fine, whatever. But I honestly think it's one of those franchises, no matter how many times they fuck it up, people like Terminator. And they're dying for a Terminator 2 again. That's what people want to see. There's no reason to go see the Skynet is a fucking phone app movie that they did. What was that?
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis. Like, there was no reason to see that. But people did. I watched it.
I still haven't seen it yet.
I don't recommend it.
That's what I've heard.
Look, I can just pause this and just tell you it's bad. And then you could just, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Okay. Oh, you guys watched Black Mirror. That episode, San Juniper?
San Junipero.
Yeah, she was in that episode.
Was she the white woman in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
All right.
I never saw that episode, so I
really, that's like the episode that.
Which that's in the previous season, right? Not season 4. 3. What is that? What is that one about? Maybe I did see it.
It's one of the love story episodes.
I don't think I watched one past the spider one.
That was the second episode.
Yeah, no, that one fucked me up, dude. For like a year and a half, apparently.
It was what Hang the DJ was trying to
mimic,
convey in people, but San Junipero just it damn near brought tears to my eyes. Like it was a beautiful story.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that episode.
Whack. Yeah, damn it, brought tears to my eyes. All right. I'm just fucking. I'm probably the biggest crier here, which is really weird.
Probably.
It's not weird at all, actually.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks. All right. Make sure you go to the nerdpocalypse.com/premium. Sign up for premium content. It's $5 a month or $50 for the full year. If you sign up, you get all of our premium shows. You get brand new episodes of No Time to Bleed, our action movie podcast, where the three of us just sat down and reviewed Blade from 1998. You can get episodes of The Men with the Golden Tongues. You guys just recorded and did Spectre, which was really great. There's also full episodes of Look For, which is our political podcast, co-hosted by myself. And there's also full video episodes of this show, the Nerdpocalypse, that you can get as well if you're a premium member. All right, What the Fuck brought to you by JTD. Micah, you're up.
How people choose to show their commitment to someone else is evolving. You can say it with diamonds, or you could say it with a massive, gnarly finger piercing. Whilst your bony digits may seem like the last body part you'd get pierced, having the lower part of your finger pierced is now a trend, which is catching on. Apparently,
No.
people, instead of getting like ring fingers, are taking the skin from their finger, lifting it up, and then piercing it.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going all the way through.
No, if you go through your bone,
That's
what the fuck?
People get their dicks pierced. I've seen plenty of videos of women who've had things pierced where I'm like, I would not put a needle anywhere near that area, but
I wouldn't put a needle in I wouldn't get my fingers pierced.
no.
Like do what athletes do. Just get a tattoo
I don't
of
like
a
that
ring
at all.
on your
I don't like this. Do you see this?
Yeah, I saw that.
Nah, yo. No, that's a wrap, dog. No. Nope. No. Apparently I have a thing with fingers now. Thanks. That's great. That's really gross. I would say this is some white people shit, but there is clearly an insane black woman.
A bug-eyed black woman.
No, she married to a white dude. Fuck out of here.
with undilated pupils. Like, you are a psychopath.
Nah, yo, this is.
I shouldn't be able to see the entire iris with white at the bottom, at the top and bottom. Like, nah, yo, your eyes are too open. You're crazy.
No, man. This is no. I don't care for this idea at all.
And these look like all female fingers.
I don't know why you would
Happy
want to do
Woman's
this.
Day, y'all.
Another way to end. This is just
would you
disgusting.
get any like, you're pierced, right?
Yeah, I have an ear piercing. This.
Would you get any more piercings?
No. No. And it doesn't. I mean, it didn't really hurt all that much. I mean, like for a second, but no. Like where? Out of my balls? Like what the fuck? Hang my keys on it? Like what the fuck am I doing? No.
You wouldn't get a piercing through the thing in your nostrils.
What? Like here?
Yeah.
No.
Your septum.
No. I'm not a bull. Like you're not pulling me around like a fucking slave. No.
You won't get an eyebrow piercing? Like, bam! Right
Man,
there.
a ska band? No.
I've seen one of those get ripped out before.
Oh, yo, yeah, you get one of those. You can't talk trash to nobody. Man.
Yeah.
No, you got to be easy, man. I got a big mouth. Like I'm not trying. No, you rip my eyebrow ring out. I got to kill you. Like that's 5 to 10. Like nah, yo.
Oh man,
I don't have anything pierced.
No, for what?
I don't know.
Yeah, why would I? What is that woman's name? We used to work with a woman. I can't remember her name though.
I don't like this. I don't like the nose thing. I don't care for that. I don't even like when women wear the fake one. I don't care for it. No, I don't. Like it. What's weird is now I say that, but when DeWanda Wise had it in She's Gotta Have It, I was like, yeah, maybe, yeah, like maybe I'm okay with it. But then she took it out, and I was like, I'm more okay with you not having it in. I'm still okay. Like, nah, don't do that. That's what they do to cattle. Like, I don't like that. I try not to do things that cattle do.
Piercings or
That's why I don't have any brandings.
No,
you ain't branding me like the fucking
meat,
the pig you take to the show. Get the fuck out of here. No. Terrence?
What? Chinese made condoms too small. Zimbabwe.
I'm sorry. Finish the title. I'm sorry.
Chinese made condoms too small. Zimbabwe's health minister complains.
I didn't think the title could get better, but it did. That's fucking great.
So, okay. One Chinese manufacturer says it is considering making its contraceptives in various sizes after hearing a complaint from the African government official. Wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Condom manufacturer
worlds
says
collide.
it is considering making its products in different sizes after Zimbabwe's health minister complained that contraceptives made in China and exported to Africa or to the African nation. Yo, that just seems like a really fucking that seems off balance. Why would you buy Chinese made condoms in Africa?
Well, because China's been pushing pretty hard into Africa to take up all their resources.
Right.
Okay, well,
yo, that's kind of
do
fucked
your
up.
research.
Yo, that is. I mean, how funny is that
Like, nigga,
for
these
that
condoms
health
are too
minister to
small.
call up and be like, yo, these are too
I
tiny.
was like, yo, I know you're trying to take over our country, our continent. Yo, these fucking condoms is mad small, my nigga.
Oh, we out here blowing backs out. I know y'all over there listen to ordinary people. But you got to do something about
you
this.
got to do something about the size of these things. I mean, you can keep the sizes y'all niggas use. That's perfectly fine.
Or just make bigger ones and you just tie it off. Use it again. I don't know. But like,
Yo, this is ridiculous.
like, why are you guys sending us kid condoms?
I don't need these finger gloves.
What am I supposed to do with this? Health Minister David Pereira, whatever his name is, made the comments
For rapping the rapper.
at an event in the capital Harare last week to promote HIV/AIDS prevention, according to the website newzimbabwe.com. The Southern African
This
region.
his face. I could totally see this dude screaming at a Chinese dude.
Look how tiny
What
these
am I
are.
supposed to do with this?
This is insane. Not really. It isn't. The Southern African region has the highest incidence of HIV, and we are promoting the use of condoms. And if y'all make them shits too goddamn small, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Youths now have a particular condom that they like, but we don't manufacture them. We import condoms from China, and some men complain they're too small. China's condom is world's thinnest. Wait, that's a different story. Something. Oops. Whatever this dude's name is, added that Zimbabwean firms should look at making condoms rather than relying on imports. Yeah. Zhao Chan, whatever his name is, the chief executive of the condom manufacturer Daijang, and his friend's technology company, told the South China Morning Post the firm was planning to make contraceptives in different sizes. What is it? So they just make it in one fucking size?
I guess so. I find that to be hilarious.
That's wow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
wow.
Bigger condoms.
Nah, man, that's fucked up. All right.
Is it?
I mean, it's hilarious. Like, it literally is two worlds colliding. My story: recycled landfill meat gives junk food a whole new meaning.
I'm not even. Don't even read it. Good night, everybody. This is trash meat. Fuck off. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to.
That should just sound so hilarious. Trash meat.
I don't even want to hear the story. Kind of fucking gross. Before you even continue, would you?
No, absolutely not. I don't believe in eating trash. We just had a conversation on area grievances, which is another show you can get on the Premium Network.
Oh my god!
About
really
eating trash.
Hear this. I just
life in the slums of Manila can be incredibly difficult, and putting food on the table every day is a big challenge. That's what makes Pag so popular. The Tarong term usually refers to dust one shakes out of clothing or carpets, but in the slums it means meat picked out of a landfill, cleaned and recooked into cheaper meals. Pagpag has long been a staple of Filipino slum cuisine, but in recent years it has become a lucrative business both for landfill scavengers and small restaurant owners who buy the discarded meat at cheap prices and recycle it into various dishes. Okay. If you are getting it from a restaurant, I can understand why people would eat it if you're in the slums. I still am not. However, if you're picking it out of a landfill...
If you're picking it out of a landfill and putting it in the sink and throwing some Dawn on it.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Scavengers who were previously only interested in recyclable metals and plastic now focus on leftover and expired food coming from fast food chains and supermarkets, scouring for it alongside, quote, feral cats and rats, packing it in plastic bags and selling it for a small profit. Yo, if I have to get my food, if I got to fight a feral cat for my food, it's not worth it, dude. Nah.
Yo, just die, yo. I would just die.
Yeah, you probably would. Nah, these kids are eating it, man. That's fucked up. Yo, life is... I don't think we realize quite how lucky we are. To just, seriously, like,
like these people are doing everything they can
to survive.
And we're over here fighting about fucking death machines and whether or not they should be in schools.
Right.
I hate this country, man.
Like, these people are literally, like, washing meat, putting it into...
No.
I mean, I suppose it's probably remotely sanitary after they've boiled it to death. But, wow, one bowl of this trash meat costs 20 cents. That seems too high. But, like, they're doing this, and they literally live in garbage. Like, it's so fucking sad. And we have so much. There's so much. Like, tonight I was like, I'm just going to have a protein bar. Like, what kind of privileged asshole shit is that?
And then, like, half of it. Like,
I really want all of it.
Throw the rest in the garbage. Yo, honestly, did you see what he made out of that trash?
It looked really good, though. I know. Yo, if I make it over to that area, someone's like, and if I forget,
pang or whatever.
If I forget and I eat that and I come home and I Google that shit, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so upset.
You go to like a fancy restaurant, like, we got this out of the landfill down the street, like
we just took our garbage, threw it in the garbage, turned it around, spun the trash can around, put it back in. Like, fuck.
Damn, dude,
life is very hard for a lot of people around the world, man.
Yo, he's literally like picking French fries out of this trash bag. Nah, I can't. Look, I get it.
I'm over it. Look, at the same time, I think life is really hard. Yo, what's that Lee Greenwood song? Like, I'm proud to be an American. Like,
at least I know I don't have to eat trash.
Yeah, like.
But then again, like, we have homeless people out there,
and we just don't give a fuck.
And we don't care about them either.
Nah,
don't ask me for money though. Sorry.
Nah, don't look at me. Don't look at me while I'm eating my $3 protein bar that is overpriced. Don't look at me. I went and bought my protein bar that I probably paid way too much money for. I walked out and the guy was like, "Hey, do you have any money?" I was like, "Nah, I don't."
Like, I literally never have.
I don't carry cash.
I don't.
And it was funny because I'm
putting cash in my wallet.
Now that's the fucking dickhead thing to do.
I mean, I did have change in my pocket. I was like, no. Nah, he was able-bodied, yo.
Right.
That nigga looked like he could lift more than me. I'm like, nah, yo, get out of my face. How much you bench?
Was it Rambro? The ice cold water man?
That dude is not broke. That guy's very rich.
No, I call him Rambro because he looks like a black-ass Rambo.
Yeah, he does. Like, yeah, you would be too if you were lugging around 24 bottle cases of water every day.
Right, waiting for these goddamn nerd conventions.
And making a mint.
Yep.
He's got his old thing.
Wow, this is fucking wild.
Yeah, it's really sad. Trailers this week, like, done with poverty. Trailers this week. Let's talk about people spending money on stupid shit. Trailer for Commando Ninja. Micah, you put this dumbass movie because you hate poor people up on the docket. Go ahead.
So,
explain yourself.
I follow a Facebook page called Channel Fight, where it's just they show clips of just like action scenes of people fighting, and they put this up there, and I'm like, what the fuck is this doing on Channel Fight? So I looked at it, and I'm like, wow, this looks like what the Expendables should be.
Okay,
all right.
It's a throwback to the 80s action movies.
That's what it's called. That's what you want to call it?
Apparently, I am on an island, and I am the only person
I mean,
that
it's
likes
making
this
fun of
trailer.
Commando and everything else. Yeah,
like, this
absolutely.
shit is fucking hilarious to me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna see this.
Like, I absolutely want to see this. Although I have a feeling, like Terrence said, that everything cool we see in this 3 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah.
But
I'm still seeing this.
I would check this out. Like, this just looks hilarious to me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down. It's a weird mix between Commando and Rambo and American Ninja.
Yeah.
With like, and it's done just like Kung Fury. Like it's just silly, over the top, like 80-yard action, or 80-yard dialogue and shit like that.
And apparently it's going to be 45 minutes when it's done. So it's not a huge time commitment.
No. Also, there's titties in the trailer.
And there are titties in the trailer.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. Like,
Yeah, I watched it at work and I was like, whoa.
So,
Wow, and there's literally an invisible warrior like a fucking Predator.
there's a fucking raptor in it.
Yep.
I was like, what?
Terrence doesn't seem to be amused by this.
Wow,
I
there's
like
an
those
American
kind of things
Ninja
where-
fucking poster in the trailer. All right. And this guy looks like Mexican Danny McBride. So Danny. And that guy just got the Highlander powers. All right. All right.
Yeah, this is too much. This is kinda,
And Mad Max.
It just looks,
wow. Like, you know what? I don't think I fully watched this trailer before. Like, this just has every single trope in it. Yeah, I'm going to see this. Amazing. By the way, guys, just a side note. I don't know if you guys have any plans this weekend. Hurricane Heist comes out in theaters.
Didn't have a screen for
Have
that.
fun.
Dude, I was so mad that we didn't. Look. I might do it. Don't tempt me.
You know
I
what
might
would
do it.
probably have a screener? Skyscraper.
It will.
Yep.
Look,
So have fun. Have fun watching that. I would rather watch 10 of these than one Hurricane Heist, because that movie is going to be fucking terrible. It won't be like over the top. It won't be like, whoa, it's so fucking cool, man. Like, nah, yo. Nah.
I disagree.
Everything will
Did
be
you
a
see?
blurry mess.
No, whoa,
You
whoa,
won't
whoa.
be able to see shit. It'll
One.
be terrible.
One.
It'll be,
How dare
it'll
you.
be all blue and dark.
No,
and
no.
just
One.
poorly shot.
Look, we might stop being friends. Okay, like, one, how dare you? Two, have you seen the poster for it? It's literally a truck driving away from a storm as it's coming, and the tagline is "Make it rain." As they've got money coming out of the truck because it's a heist movie, and then there's a storm. It's a double entendre. Come on, it's got everything you want in it, right there, right there. You're not seeing this movie?
No.
I feel like as a person, you're disappointing me. I thought I knew you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious. Next up in trailers, Wild Wild Country.
Look,
Yo, that poster's hilarious.
on March 9th, make it rain.
I can't wait. I might actually go see it. I'm gonna throw away my not hard-earned dollars. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
This looks so ridiculous.
It does. Trailer for Wild Wild Country. This is a documentary about a weird fucking cult, like in the 80s.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this.
No, I am incredibly intrigued by this.
'Cause this is crazy.
Yeah, this looks straight up
I
crazy.
like watching information about cults. I find cults
They're fascinating.
fascinating.
Yeah, they are fascinating.
'Cause I would never be in one.
No, because I'm not a stupid person. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for David Koresh or Jesus or whatever in my life.
Did that movie ever come out?
Which one? The David Koresh
David
one?
Koresh movie with
Yeah.
what's his name? Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah, it came out.
What is it on?
It was on the Paramount Network, so it'll eventually make it to something that's
What the
real.
fuck is the?
It used to be Spike TV.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And they called it the Paramount Network?
Yeah, it's owned by Paramount.
Was it any good? You know, everybody
I
thought?
have no idea. Because I don't know anybody who watches the Paramount
Yeah,
Network or knew what it was. Last but certainly not least, this is the full trailer for Lost in Space, the Netflix show. I think this looks really great.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yep. Micah, you said it does not remind you of Fantastic Four at all.
No.
I think
I'm
it
shocked
does.
that it does remind you of Fantastic Four. Like,
Yeah, it
what,
does a little
what
bit.
about Fantastic Four specifically did you see in that trailer?
I don't know, just like sort of the space faring
people?
Well, the space faring family story.
Yeah, but the Fantastic Four aren't like in space all the time.
No, I know that, obviously.
Like when I think Fantastic Four, I'm thinking of the themes to which, like, these people seem like a functional family, whereas the Fantastic Four are dysfunctional until it's time for them to
Get it on.
You're right to fight Mole Man. You know what I mean? Like each person has
it's Molman. He's Jewish.
each person has their own specific like issue about them that is manifested through their powers.
Sure.
And yeah, this looks like you know, Land of the Lost in space, or
I mean, that's literally what it is.
right. Like it doesn't look like it has as much nuance as a proper Fantastic Four story.
Do you think it looks good?
I think it looks good enough. I don't know if I would watch it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'll have to
check it
wait
out.
for people to be like, "Hey, this is really good," because it stars that little kid, and I don't really like kids.
Okay.
I don't know.
actors.
It just, yeah, kid actors. Like I just. I don't know. He like if it was a family full of grown-ups, like grown-ass people.
So you don't like the little black girl?
No.
So you don't
I
care
hate
for-
black women, guys. On International Women's Day, I hate all of them.
Oh, you said it.
That's apparently what's going.
I'm just gonna clip that
told.
so it has no context whatsoever. just that moment. Yeah,
It does look a lot better though than the teaser they showed.
certainly. I will just say, I don't think we need to be in everything. I don't think you have to force diversity in everything. I just don't.
I mean, make them black. Make the whole family.
Just make
black.
the whole family black. Then you don't have to have a random black kid just in the show.
Yeah. Well, she's adopted. Like, well, then that's a whole nother set of think pieces, right?
Right. I don't know. It feels like to me it feels like tokenism.
Yeah.
Like you could just not have a black person in it. I'll still watch it. I'm sure there are people who would be mad by that for some reason and won't watch it. Fuck them. Who cares?
Was Lost in Space like? Were there no other humans around? Was it just those 4 people? And
Yeah, for the most part,
Danger
yeah.
Will Robinson robot.
Yeah. Yeah, they go to different planets and that's what happens.
All right. Yeah, make the whole family black. No, make them Asian. Make them something
Latino.
else.
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
I just don't need a random black kid in it and just shoved into a white family. It feels like, oh, we've got to check a box.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that sounds way better than I hate kids. So I'm gonna use that as my reason for not being super psyched about this. But look, if you guys tell me it's good, I might give it a shot.
All right. Okay. That's it for us this week, and we will see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.